Hey, what's going on? I'm back for the month of December's update. I'm Sly Williams, an area director on the east end of Pittsburgh. I've been here for about 3 years with my smoking hot wife and my baby boy, Phoenix. And actually, this is a bit of a special kind of update just because of everything that's been going on with COVID. But first and foremost, shout goes out to my man Jorge for Waymakers. Is a brand that he has created, and this is the Love First hoodie. So shout goes out to you. I'm a big fan of your clothing. Hopefully this will be a plug that will get me some free merchandise, hopefully, so I got to pay for it next time. But either way, I'm here to support. But with that being said, let's get into December's update. It truly is good to be back. And as we exit out of 2020 into 2021, this is the December update. By the time you guys be seeing this, it will be 2021. So happy New Year's to you guys. And I hope the best for you. Hope that the beginning has already been to a great start or off to a great start. But needless to say, this one is a bit different just because with everything going on with COVID, the access and the contact that or the interaction I would usually have with kids isn't fully there. It's because, of safeguards and taking precautions with having a newborn baby, but also respecting what PA has, the guidelines for CDC as well. So what I'm going to introduce you guys to or be explaining, it really will be just service. Like that was kind of the theme of December was, what are things that we can do versus what we can't do. And for me, I thought of like, how can I possibly serve my neighbors, serve kids that I do know, knowing that I wasn't gonna be able to interact with new kids. How could I love on kids that I did know? And so I want to walk you through what that consisted of. And the two things I did was a service project with Sin Release through Renaissance Church that I gather with, and that was a lot of fun. And so I got an email from the church and just needing some hands, and so I went down there and I had a great time with two other guys that I gathered with at Renaissance. And so you can check out what we did while we were down there. I'm with my man Greg over at Sin Relief Food Bank, getting it right now. It is literally pandemonium right now. We are a hot commodity, delivering food. It's a great time. Everyone gets a look at this young lady over here with the hat. I love it. Cheerful givers over here. A pure joy just to switch it up a little bit. I mean, I love serving. The other way I wanted to serve kids or love on them was just to let them know that I not even just do text messages, but that I didn't forget about them. And it's easy for me to just get on my phone and to text someone just to check in, and that can go a long way. But recently I've been getting into thank you cards. So I mean, literally for anything. If I met you while I was on a walk in my neighborhood and I got your name and where you lived, I probably sent you a thank you card. So, and this goes a long way. I've been the recipient of thank you cards, and it really has. It's a different vibe, and you just feel loved. Like that person carved out just a little bit of time, even if it was 4 words on that card. They carved out time to write on it and then to send it to you. So I've been doing that with the time that I've been granted during this pandemic, like I said, not being able to really be at sporting events or going to the school, just sending like words of affirmation through thank you cards. So I did that on top of remembering what kids' favorite snacks were. And there was actually a couple kids that I met through cross country that I was able to kind of invite into this. And so me and Nix, we packed up. You know what? It's better for me to just show you what I did. With the best little helper in the world, we're putting together care packages. Isn't that right? Yes, we are. So we have some baked goods from a wonderful person on our committee. So we have Brandon, Ethan, Amir, Caleb, Tayshawn, Julian, Eli, Isaiah, Nicola, Nevaeh, Ajani, Neil, Kalu, and Luke. Let's get to it. So me and Nix is such a great helper. He really is. He is an added joy to everything that I do. And for him to be able to see what I do, even now, although he might not be able to necessarily comprehend it or actually have the words to articulate, he's already absorbing that. He's getting used to it, and as he gets older, that's just going to be something that he's more and more around. So and to be able to experience as well, and so it was a lot of fun for him to be a part of that. And he got in the car with me and he drove around. I mean, he was asleep, 98% of the time. But he was around, he was present, and it was so much fun doing that. And just the affirmation and the love that kids felt for me doing that was huge. And I say it to a lot of friends and people that I get to engage with, but more often than not, I mean, if it's not necessarily me or Becca, Spencer, or Sarah reaching out to some of these kids, there's no one else really doing that. Like I said, sports are not in session, so coaches really aren't communicating outside of teachers and parents. There really aren't a lot of leaders or people that are intentional about just checking in on a kid and seeing how they're doing. So I've really tried to enjoy this time. Like having one-on-ones is still something that I'm doing, but more being able to just, like I said, allocate that time, like remove myself from home for a few hours and just drive around Pittsburgh, just dropping off care packages was huge. And like I said, kids really felt loved by that. And it was a great way to spend sweet time with Phoenix too. I mean, that's really it. That's all I have for you for the month of December. It was great. Clearly, it was Christmas too, so I definitely want to meet up with kids prior to Christmas Day, and so that week before, I really kind of transitioned away or opted out of having in-person meetings. And also, I was preparing for classes that I start in January through Young Life, so I'm doing Intro to the New Testament. So just a lot of reading, a lot of pre-intensive reading that was required, and it was great. It was phenomenal reading, but it was a lot too. And so I definitely allocated time to that, just making sure I blocked off time to prepare for that. And then also in May, so clearly this is about 5-6 months away, but I'm going to be doing my second ultra marathon. So really been training for that. So just set my basement up for a little bit of a gym, and then been running outside when it's not snowing or it's icy. And just like I said, just getting miles in and trying to eat better, be healthier, and like I said, just train and prepare for May. So when it gets here, I'm not ill prepared. But as far as the area, the people have been so generous and so kind. We're deemed a hard to fund area, and we have close to $30,000 as we transition into the new year, which is phenomenal. That's like almost half of our budget already in, and that's not including any monthly donors. And so even during this pandemic, people have been really, really generous. And so I'm so thankful. So if you are watching this video and you have donated at any point, at any time since I've been here in almost 3 years, thank you so much. And I was talking to Amy, and I was talking to my Metro director, and he said something, and I totally agree with it too, is everything that I get as an area director is a gift. It is 100% a gift. Like my salary comes from generous supporters of the East End of Pittsburgh. And so I thank you guys so much. So we have a couple ideas for the spring and for the summer that we're going to be launching, and hopefully we can invite you guys into that as well. But we're transitioning into the new year very healthy in this area. We look forward to doing more things. And as January comes around, I can't wait for you guys to check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll definitely get back in session outside of my classes, get in session with kids. So you just gonna be praying that I stay focused, stay sharp, just continue to figure out ways, creative ways to support my leaders that are also online. They're learning online as well at Pitt and Duquesne, while also being leaders to students that are also online. So it's very hard because this is a new area, a developing area. So you can be praying for that we can figure out ways that I can support them, but also they can support and love on students that are removed from them in the sense of what they would be accessible to, which is the school. Be praying for family. Amy and I are just in a great place. Nix is amazing. He's growing. He's got one little tooth already. I mean, he's a maniac. He's nonstop. I love his energy, and Amy's just a phenomenal mom. And so you just be praying for us that we just keep our eyes on the Lord, that we just stay fast and true. But overall, we're doing well. We're so thankful. So appreciative of where we're at. We love where we're living right now, or I should say where we're at as far as on the east end of Pittsburgh, and the people that we're meeting. And another prayer is that more people, that we would get to know and learn more about others in the east end of Pittsburgh, and that they would catch vision of what we're doing and grab tight to it and grab a hold of it and be excited to partner, and financially, prayerfully, spiritually, coming on the committee, whatever the case. There's so many things that we can be doing we want to reach every kid. That is our goal. Every kid on the east end of Pittsburgh. I mean, actually everywhere in the world, but overall we want to be a light in our corner of the world, and we want to reach every kid. And so it's going to take more than just myself and my 3 leaders. So more leaders, come on over, and we would love to celebrate and team up and support each other and encourage each other. Okay, I'm known for being long-winded. I'm getting out of here. That's all I got. It was a phenomenal month of December. I got things to do. You got things to do. If you haven't heard it from anyone else, hear from me. You have meaning, you have value, you have purpose. I'm out of here. Peace.